This movie is such a great way to kickstart that, and a fiancé helps as well.
Hey everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome to MsMojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebs you forgot were engaged but never got married.
You were gonna leave without saying anything?
Sorry, I didn't see you.
Why aren't you married, William?
Oh, Trace, what the hell?
Because I'd like to thank you. Thank you for the nightmare.
Hey, you guys were all so eager to jump on my coattails. Well, welcome aboard.
For this list, we're looking at popular celebrity couples who you may not remember were once betrothed. Which of these couples do you think is the most tantalizing? Let us know in the comments. All right, let's get to it. Number 10, Sheryl Crow and Lance Armstrong. These two made quite the formidable duo. Sheryl Crow has sold over 50 million albums and won 9 Grammys. And Lance Armstrong set a world record with 7 straight Tour de France wins between 1999 and 2005. Armstrong was divorced from his wife Kristen in 2003 and quickly began dating Crow after meeting her at a charity event. The two were engaged in September of 2005, just 2 months after Armstrong won his 7th Tour de France, and they appeared together on an episode of Saturday Night Live to commemorate the event. Unfortunately, the pair officially split the following February. The event never went forward as planned, and Armstrong was later stripped of his wins following a doping scandal.
Give me one thing you can do on foot that you can't do on a bike. Go upstairs. This interview's over, man.
Number 9, Rachel Bilson and Hayden Christensen.
Someday you will follow me, company in the landslide.
Shortly after dating her OC co-star Adam Brody, Rachel Bilson entered into a 10-year on-again, off-again relationship with Star Wars' Hayden Christensen. The two co-starred in the movie Jumper and kept their budding relationship a secret from prying eyes.
I didn't know what to say.
About, hi, hello, been a long time. How are you?
Bilson was spotted with a ring that looked like it was for an engagement in February of 2009, but the two refused to publicly confirm anything. It wasn't until August 2010 that the engagement was formally acknowledged by Bilson's representative. Unfortunately, it was only to inform her fans that it had been called off. And while the couple would later reunite and have a daughter together, they never married and went their separate ways in 2017.
You know, luckily she's not aware that her dad is one of like the biggest villains of all time. When that comes, you know, I don't know how, that'll probably fare well in school because nobody will mess with her.
Number 8, Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Mary Louise Parker. Both actors, Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Mary Louise Parker, ended long-term relationships in 2003. Morgan divorced Anya Longwell, his wife of 11 years, and Parker was left by Billy Crudup when she was 7 months pregnant with their child.
We had quite the road trip, lots of adventures.
The two had been together since 1996, and Crudup left Parker to be with Claire Danes. The two now single celebrities met each other while filming Weeds and quickly fell in love. They proudly announced their engagement in February of 2008, but it was tragically short-lived, ending just 2 months later.
Not cool. Not cool.
Morgan started dating his current wife, Hillary Burton, the following year. Number 7, Ruby Rose and Phoebe Dahl.
We met at my house. I was having a party and a mutual friend of ours brought Ruby.
British-American fashion designer Phoebe Dahl collaborated with Ruby Rose to design clothing for Dahl's company, Faircloth & Supply.
A time will come when you will no longer be afraid to be heard or afraid to be seen, or, believe it or not, even to be loud.
At the time, Rose was known for her modeling and television hosting, but she would soon garner even greater popularity by starring as Stella Carlin in Orange is the New Black.
That sounds like a raw deal for me.
The two dated for nearly 2 years, becoming engaged in 2014. Unfortunately, conflicting work commitments often kept them apart, and the distance soon proved too great a weight to carry. The couple officially broke up in December of 2015 and began dating other people. Rose saw the Veronicas Jess Origlasso, and Dahl a DJ named Tatiana De Leon. Number 6, Demi Moore and Emilio Estevez. Nowadays, Demi Moore is well known for her celebrity marriages to Bruce Willis and Ashton Kutcher. But in the mid-'80s, she was engaged to Charlie Sheen's brother and Brat Pack member Emilio Estevez.
I mean, the whole thing was definitely like intoxicating.
The two met while filming St. Elmo's Fire, a coming-of-age film that grossed almost $40 million in the summer of 1985.
It's true love, my friend.
They periodically dated for 2 years and eventually became engaged, with the wedding set for December of '86. Unfortunately, they canceled the wedding owing to a busy work schedule.
I need to find a job tomorrow.
Me too.
Things never really worked out, and the two ultimately ended their engagement and went their separate ways. Estevez went on to marry Paula Abdul, and more, Bruce Willis. Number 5, Katie Holmes and Chris Klein. These two were living the good life back in the late 90s.
Like the path.
Katie Holmes was starring in Dawson's Creek, and Chris Klein had a leading role in American Pie, perhaps the most popular and influential teen comedy of the decade.
My friends call me Nova. As in, Casanova.
The two began dating each other in 2000 and were engaged by the 2003 holiday season.
That would be great.
Unfortunately, the couple permanently split before they could marry in March of 2005. The very next month, Holmes famously began dating Tom Cruise. It was a relationship that would generate much publicity, controversy, and even personal trouble for Holmes, as she found herself caught in the world of Scientology. Number 4, Alanis Morissette and Ryan Reynolds. These two made an adorable Canadian couple. Ottawa's Alanis Morissette and Vancouver's Ryan Reynolds met each other while attending a birthday party for Drew Barrymore in 2002. The two instantly hit it off and quickly began dating.
If you feel yourself going there, walk away.
By June 2004, they were officially engaged. They remained as such for the next 2.5 years, but both the wedding and the relationship ended in February of 2007.
Look at us break our bonds in this kitchen.
The grief that Morissette was feeling inspired her to make the album Flavors of Entanglement, while Reynolds quickly began dating his future first wife, Scarlett Johansson. Number 3, Nicole Kidman and Lenny Kravitz. These two celebrities are very private people. So private, in fact, that no one even knew they were engaged. They began dating each other in 2003, shortly after Kravitz's engagement to model Adriana Lima, and after Kidman famously split from Tom Cruise. In 2007, long after they had broken up, Kidman revealed to Vanity Fair that she had been secretly engaged to a popular celebrity. Said celebrity was later revealed to be Kravitz.
What I really want to know is,
exactly 10 years after the bombshell Vanity Fair reveal, Kidman began working with Kravitz's daughter on HBO's Big Little Lies.
Did you ever push your husband down a flight of stairs?
I did.
You have to fight for them.
Number 2, Julia Roberts and Kiefer Sutherland.
We were young and we were both very much in love, and we had decided that we wanted to get married. But then this other thing kind of took over.
These two young stars were all the rage by 1990. Sutherland had starred in some popular films like The Lost Boys and Stand By Me, and Roberts became the biggest name in Hollywood with the record-shattering Pretty Woman.
Pretty woman, the kind I like to meet, pretty woman.
The movie grossed over $450 million, and to this day remains the most popular romantic comedy of all time in terms of domestic tickets sold. The two met each other while filming Flatliners and were scheduled to marry in mid-June of 1991.
I have no interest in watching you kill yourself.
I think you do.
However, Roberts called off the wedding with just 3 days to go, reportedly fearing that Sutherland was having an affair with a go-go dancer. On the day of the wedding, Roberts traveled to Ireland with Sutherland's Lost Boys co-star Jason Patric. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Gwyneth Paltrow and Brad Pitt.
Superco's gotta go.
Yeah, well, I might want to get rid of this little crusty.
These two mega celebrities have been the subjects of very pronounced and public relationships. Paltrow was married to Coldplay's Chris Martin from 2003 to 2016, and Pitt has been married to both Jennifer Aniston and Angelina Jolie. The two dated between 1994 and 1997 and were actually engaged to each other, co-starring in 1995's Seven, in which they played a married couple.
Subway.
It'll go away in a minute.
It's not.
Following a very public engagement, the anticipated wedding was canceled, and the loving celebrities went their separate ways. Paltrow blamed herself, telling Diane Sawyer, quote, "My kind of internal stuff really tripped up that whole relationship and I felt really responsible." However, an anonymous source told People that Pitt was, quote, "commitment shy."
The gun down, baby.
It seems that envy is my sin.
Oh, what's in the box?
I knew about a lot of these, and forgot about them, to be fair, but I did not ever know about Nicole Kidman and Lenny Kravitz. Did any of these take you by surprise? Be sure to let us know about it in the comments, or come tell me on Twitter or Instagram at Rebecca Brayton, or on my YouTube channel. See ya.